A veterinary clinic and hospital near Lakewood is now the first in the country to provide training to U.S. Army veterinarians.
The Veterinary Trauma Readiness and Operational Medicine Agility Program, or Vet-TROMA, helps provide training to U.S. Army veterinarians to enhance their abilities to treat military working dogs injured in combat. And joining us to continue the conversation this morning is the Vice President of Corporate Affairs for BluePearl, Lenore Bacek from Florida this morning. Lenore, nice to have you with us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about this program.
We're excited to have you. So before we dive into the program itself, talk about why it was so important to provide more training to these U.S. Army veterinarians.
Yeah, so a lot of the veterinarians have different clinical backgrounds, meaning they may not all be in a clinical scenario currently. And really the goal is to give them the skills and the knowledge that they can most effectively treat these military working dogs. These are soldiers. These are on the front line. They're friends. They're companions. So it's really important that we that they have the skills and the training necessary to feel comfortable treating the military working dogs.
So talk with us more about Vet-TROMA. What is it and what type of training does it provide exactly?
Yeah, so basically there's 3 different phases. The first phase, they actually complete about 65 hours of online training just to review different emergency topics, procedures. And then the really exciting part is they actually spend 3 weeks in one of our hospitals. So BluePearl is a network of about 110 hospitals across the country, and we just do specialty and emergency. So we're very well known for our training programs. We really try to build that culture of training and teaching and mentorship. So this program fits in really nicely. The vets spend 3 weeks with us. They rotate through emergency, through the intensive care unit. They spend some time with the technicians, and then they get to go through the case in its entirety, meaning if a case comes in, needs surgery, they can follow the case through surgery, through aftercare, and really develop those hands-on skills. And then phase 3 is really collecting feedback. So how can we make the program better? Most of the feedback is around the Army Corps veterinarians wanting to actually spend more time in our hospitals, which is great to hear. But we really want to make the program as practical and as useful as possible.
Give our viewers a better idea of what Veterinary Corps officers see. You know, talk about some of the emergency cases that they see out in the battlefield and how this training that you're talking about has already saved the lives of some military dogs.
Yeah, so they see a lot of, gunshot injuries, blast injuries. Again, these dogs are on the front line, so they're often the ones impacted the most. But they also see things, common things that these dogs get that may need surgery. They see dogs with heat stroke or heat illness. So our hospitals, we, have a very good caseload for this. We see a lot of trauma, maybe not the same types of trauma. Maybe they're more focused on hit by cars. But all trauma really is stabilized initially in a similar way. So they get to triage cases, they get to practice, what would the fluid plan be, the pain meds be, they get to work with the doctors on, how would I give this dog blood products if I needed to. So really it's just to give them a nice overview of trauma, emergency management of these cases in general. But really it's a lot of, unfortunately blast injuries, gunshots, and injuries, common to the battlefield.
Well, it's definitely an important initiative. Lenore, can you, if U.S. Army veterinarians are interested in getting this type of training, how can they get involved and learn more?
Yeah, so we just finished a pilot of 12 Army Corps vets, and the goal is to expand the program over the next several years. So they can obviously email me or they can email their line manager within the Army itself and find out more information. But the goal is to eventually have more doctors moving through this program, because we do have case examples, like you mentioned, where this knowledge, these skills translate into real life cases being saved, being able to receive this life-saving treatment in their deployment.
Lenore, I have to imagine that this clinic in Lakewood was chosen just because of its proximity to our military base, JBLM. But why in particular this part of our state? Why was this region chosen for this program?
Yeah, we actually have another location in the Raleigh market that's also participating. So we tried to be mindful of, again, where is there an Army base? And then we wanted it to be a very robust training, meaning they have multiple specialists on board. They have a busy emergency department. So we had some criteria for the hospitals that we developed. But again, the goal would be that we expand to some other locations in the future as well.
Thank you so much for joining us on ARC Seattle and sharing all the information with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Such an important resource, right? And I think, when you're thinking about being out in the battlefields, you don't often think about the pets that can be injured, and they are members. They're on the front lines doing some really important work, and it's great that you know, at least through this program that our region is getting put in the spotlight.
Absolutely.